By the end of this video, you'll know the one thing you need to start with if you want a new job in 2026. Not 5 things, not a long checklist, one foundation that if you skip it, it will slow everything else down, no matter how hard you try. If you've been thinking about changing jobs, finding something better, or finally moving out of a role that's draining you, this video will help you stop wasting time and start in the right place. If you're watching this right now and you haven't subscribed yet, take a second and hit that subscribe button. Every week, I share practical, South African-focused career advice that helps you land better opportunities faster. And when you are subscribed, you are also helping someone else who needs this information but hasn't found it yet. Before we go any further, I want to quickly mention something that supports everything we're about to talk about. If your job search feels confusing or unstructured, the Job Hunters Toolkit helps you organize your CV, your applications, and your interview preparation properly. It doesn't replace effort, but it gives you a clear system so that you are not guessing. I'll leave the link in the description so that you can look at it after. Now let's get straight into it. If you want a new job in 2026, the first thing you need to start with is clarity. Not motivation, not confidence, not even skills yet, clarity. Most people skip this step completely, and that's where their job search feels exhausting. They apply for anything that looks better than what they have now. They tweak their CV every week. They feel busy, but nothing really changes. So before you apply for a single job, you need to get clear on 3 things: what you are moving away from, what you are moving towards, and why. Let's start with what you are moving away from. You need to be honest with yourself about what isn't working in your current role or situation. Is it salary? Is it lack of growth? The environment? The hours? If you can't clearly name what's wrong, you'll end up jumping into another role with the same problems, just with a different title. In 2026, moving jobs without clarity is risky. The market is competitive, and changing roles takes time and energy. You don't want to go through all of that just to land somewhere that still makes you unhappy. Now, let's talk about what you are moving towards. This is where many people get stuck because they think they need a perfect answer. You don't. You just need direction. You need to know what kind of roles make sense for you next, based on your experience, your skills, and where you want to grow. If you say, "I'll take anything," employers hear that as, "I don't really know what I want." And when employers aren't clear about you, they hesitate. Hesitation slows everything down. So ask yourself simple questions. What kind of work do you enjoy more? What skills do you already have that you want to use more? What kind of environment do you perform better in? These answers don't lock you in forever, but they give your job search focus. The third part of clarity is understanding why you want a new job. This matters more than you think, especially in interviews. If your only reason is, "I just want something else," you'll struggle to explain your move convincingly. But if you understand your reasons, you'll speak with confidence and direction. Employers don't expect you to have everything figured out. They just want to see that your move makes sense. Once you have clarity, everything else becomes easier. Your CV becomes easier to write because you know what you are aiming for. Your LinkedIn profile becomes easier to shape because you know how you want to be seen. Your applications becomes even more targeted instead of rushed and random. Now let's talk about your CV, because this is where many people make the next mistake. In 2026, your CV isn't there to tell your life story. It's there to answer one question: can you help us with this role? If your CV is generic, it tells the employer you haven't thought deeply about what you want. That doesn't mean you need a different CV for every job, but you do need a clear direction. You should be able to look at your CV and clearly say, "This CV makes sense for the type of role I'm going for." If you can't say that, neither can the employer. This is also where many people lose confidence unnecessarily. They look at the job requirements and feel underqualified. But job descriptions are a wish list. not strict rules. Employers rarely get everything they ask for. What they want is someone who can do most of the job and grow into the rest. Your job is to clearly show what you already bring to the table. Now, let's talk about visibility, because in 2026, waiting quietly doesn't work anymore. If you want a new job, you can't only exist inside job boards. You need to exist where people work and hire. That means LinkedIn, company pages, and sometimes direct conversations. This doesn't mean you need to become loud or fake. It means you need to be present. Update your profile. Make sure your headline makes sense. Make sure someone who lands on your profile understands what you do within a few seconds. Then start engaging, even lightly. 1 comment a day, 1 post a week. Follow companies you like. This isn't about impressing anyone. It's about being visible to the right people. When hiring managers recognize your name before they see your CV, everything moves faster. Another thing you need to start with in 2026 is preparation before opportunity. Most people wait for an interview and then panic. You don't want to do that. You want to prepare before anything comes up. Know how to explain your experience clearly. Know your strengths. Know what kind of role you are aiming for and why. When you are prepared, you come across as calm and confident. Even when you are nervous inside, employers feel that and it speeds up decisions. Now let's talk about consistency, because this is where many job searches quietly fail. If you apply aggressively for 2 weeks and then disappear for a month because you are discouraged, you break your own momentum. Job searching is not about bursts of effort. It's about steady, focused action. Set a simple routine. Decide how many applications you'll send each week. Decide how often you'll work on your CV and LinkedIn. Decide how you'll build connections. Keep it realistic. Consistency beats intensity every single time. And finally, let's talk about patience and discipline. Getting a new job in 2026 can take time, especially if you're changing direction or aiming higher. That doesn't mean it's not working. Progress often happens quietly. 1 connection leads to a conversation. 1 conversation leads to an interview. 1 interview leads to an offer. If you quit too early, you never see that progress. So if you want a new job in 2026, don't start with applications. Start with clarity. Get clear on what you want, why you want it, and where you are going. Everything else works better once that foundation is solid. If this video helped you slow down and think more clearly about your next move, give it a like and make sure you are subscribed for more practical South African career advice. My name is Ellek and this is 360 Careers, helping you grow, show up, and get hired. Let's go.